Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Once again, the defense letting them get open at the three-point line. That's a major mental mistake there. You've got to get to the shooter.
Now, here's Joseph, guarded closely. Feeds it to Patterson. Wide open shot is on the money.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Washington from outside off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
DeRozan in the corner. And it's good off the back rim and in. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Washington. That three off the mark. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Knicks in New York.
You could see it in that game. Despite the odds going against them, once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win.
And, Greg, sometimes we've seen it happen where a team that's supposed to be the underdog gets the game into OT, and then the momentum swings their way. He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Joseph dishes to Valanciunas. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Freak with it. Guarded now by Patrick Patterson. Parker left side. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
.11 seconds left now here in the second. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Good if it goes. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that concludes the first half. The Bucks on top. They're up by 7. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Coach Casey, obviously you'll be starting the second half with your work cut out for you. What do you need to see change to start climbing back into this game?
Well, the thing about it is we got to have some want-to. Some defensive toughness, some grit. We're not playing with that. I saw none of that in our first few minutes of the game. I've got to see some focus and some fire.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, over to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast.
And what a game for Freak. He's got 30 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
And, Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Carroll in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Antetokounmpo, and it's good in the assist by Parker. Antetokounmpo's got his first bucket in this one. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. Lets it go from the wing and misses it off the right side of the rim.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
He dishes it to Carroll. And he drops that one in. Carroll's got his second bucket of the night.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Milwaukee leading by 7. Freak with it. 30 points in the game. Shots good.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
I want everyone here in the Air Canada Center to get it up and cheer on your dance band.
While we have a chance, let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. In fourth, the Bucks.
Well, I tell you what, Kevin, they never eased up on the boards throughout last season. I mean, they were tenacious. They persevered. They were aggressive. I mean, they went after the boards hard.
Kicks it to Valanciunas. From past the arc. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Lowry.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Pass to Patterson. Baseline J on the way, and he hits the jumper for 2. Patterson's got 6.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
And Freak throws it down hard.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clarkie's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. It's good from long range. And it's a 9-point Milwaukee lead.
And a blazing start to the second half. They've hit all 5 shots.
Screened by Valanciunas. On the wing, DeRozan. Connects on the 17-footer. DeRozan's got 7 points in the game.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And some changes here for the Bucks trail by 3. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Freak is out there with Michael Carter-Williams. And it's Henson in at the 5, roaming the paint. And DeRozan kicks to Patterson. And that one's good. Patterson's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Raptors. It's stolen by DeRozan. And here's the fast break. Carroll leading the way. Pass to Valanciunas. He kicks to Joseph. Valanciunas sets a screen for Joseph. Passes it to Patterson. The rebound by Washington.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And it's blocked by DeRozan. There's the 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Toronto.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
Patterson against Parker. Patterson passes to Joseph. 4 on the clock. From 8. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey, he's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
Craig Monroe, he's checked in for Henson. Now, here's Joseph. He's covered by Washington. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Shot clock at 2. The Bucks trail. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Stolen by Joseph. Poked loose. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Mid-air theatrics. Looks like he's just walking on the wind, switching hands before that slam.
Adding just a touch of class to that throwdown.
How about easy to lose control of the basketball? But the way he did it, you can tell he knew what he was doing.
Just 5 on the clock. Patterson, and again, no good by Toronto. Bucks have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break.
Went for the 2-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. He told his squad, listen, guys, it's close. It's about execution here. If we do that, I like our chances. No hero ball, just trust each other and make the simple play. Kevin?
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Fast break Toronto. Lets it go from 11, and it's blocked by Washington. Here's Parker, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break games. That's been equally as effective all night long. Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
.141 left in the fourth quarter. Knocks it loose and stolen by Freak by himself. And he goes in for the dunk.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that can decide a game.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it does. The steal there, as gutsy a play defensively as you're going to see.
Here's DeRozan. Yep, right through the net.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Now here's Freak, now recovering, and it's Freak missing. Raptors trail by 3. Carroll dishes to Valanciunas. 58 seconds left in the game.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Here's Washington. Count it!
And here in the fourth, he's carrying this team right now. 5 of 7 from the field.
Clark, no room for error
Kevin,
here.
got to be perfect from here on out. You're exactly right.
Here's Patterson. And a miss there on the triple. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Antetokounmpo. Money!
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution. Wow, huge shot. Listen to this crowd.
Yeah, it sounds like a rock concert in here.
And guys, that was the bucket they have been waiting for.
There's 25 seconds.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face.
Okay, guys, the clock is our enemy now. Time to focus up and know your roles. Trust each other to make the play. Freak, if you got the look, take us home.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And it's DeRozan missing. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
This game's finally gotten away from them.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
The tray. Shot is off. Here's Washington. It's off. And so the Bucks take the win. They seem to...
Good win, good win, good win. Worked hard, yeah. Good win.